Emma had been a landlord for over 2 decades, renting out her basement unit to a variety of tenants. Her experiences had been overwhelmingly positive, just decent people needing a place to live. She prided herself on being fair and approachable, and for years her simple, friendly approach had worked. But that changed after her last tenant moved out, and Emma decided to advertise the unit on social media. The sheer volume of responses overwhelmed her. Sorting through dozens of messages felt impossible, so when Tommy showed up, he seemed like a gift. Tommy was charming, with a warm smile and a friendly demeanor that immediately put Emma at ease. He explained he was going through a rough patch, a messy breakup had left him staying with a friend, and he was eager to have his own space again. Emma sympathized. He seemed genuine, even arriving with a deposit in hand, last 3 pay stubs, and a reference letter. Tommy was ready to fill out an application and sign a lease. Feeling sorry for him and perhaps a little relieved to end her search, Emma decided to skip her usual thorough background checks. After all, Tommy seemed like a good guy and had a great reference. Tommy quickly moved into the unit, midway through the month, paying half the rent up front. For the first few weeks, things seemed fine. Tommy kept to himself, but was friendly enough when they crossed paths. He even offered to take out the garbage and mow the lawn. But when the next month rolled around, Tommy couldn't pay the rent. He explained he had been laid off and was struggling financially. Emma was understanding at first. Life could be tough sometimes, she reasoned. But when another month passed with no payment, her patience wore thin. Now, 3 months into the lease, Emma found herself in a difficult situation. Tommy still hasn't paid any additional rent, and while he occasionally helps with yard work, it's not enough to cover the bills. Worse, when Emma hinted that he might need to leave, Tommy resisted, pleading that he had nowhere else to go. Emma felt trapped, unsure of how to proceed without causing a confrontation. Her friend's words echoed in her mind, "You're too trusting. You need to treat this like a business." Emma seriously regretted skipping her usual checks. Now she's not just out the rent, she's facing the difficult process of figuring out how to regain control of her property.